Howdy, Beefalo Bart here, and welcome. All Richty then. Alright, let's make sure I got the right weapons here. I know it said 3 little piggies. I will actually do that one here shortly, but because that is actually a mission called 3 little piggies. Didn't realize that until I created a title and started setting up the mission. Essentially, what I've got to do with this one is a feral hog instead of the wild boar. And I have to use the 300. I have to use the 12 gauge with slugs and 44 Magnum. I have to kill 3 pigs, one with each of the 3 weapons. This is how I've got everything maxed out for my my inventory slots. It's going to let me carry all 3 weapons all at one time. I'm not taking a dog with me because I don't know what happened, but just in the last couple of days, it seems like the dog has been spooking things a lot more than it needs to be. I don't need all of these calls. I'm only going after the pigs specifically for this mission. I'm going to try to only do the pigs. I can't make any promises. The last mission that I did, I had to use the snakebite compound bow in order to kill 3 pigs in one hunt. And on one hunt, I came across so many really good mule deer that I couldn't help myself. So I ended up killing 7 mule deer bucks. Yeah, 7 bucks just in the time that it took for me to find and take out 3. Then I got a little bit on the pissed off side because I killed my 3rd hog, and it was a female. I didn't care. The mission didn't dictate it had to be male or female. So I just, whatever 3 pigs I needed to get the job done. And that's what I did, and that's what I'm going to do on this one. And just as soon as I dropped the pig with the bow, go over, 5 feet from being able to harvest the damn thing, and a male hog was nearby and charged and killed me. And of course, I don't have first aid kits. I do, but I've been too much of an idiot to actually carry them. So I'm actually going to walk back over here while I'm thinking about it, and I am going to grab first aid kits. Because that pissed me off so bad that, of course, it started me back at a lodge, so I said, screw it. I grabbed the frickin' Jeep and hauled ass back over, picked up my pig, ended the mission right there. It ended the hunt. And, whatever. It served me just fine. Technically speaking, I also need female coyotes. I've only seen 1 out of the last 4 was female. If I was looking for males, I'd never find one. So I'll keep that with me. I don't need to carry that. So let's go ahead and swap this out for there. And number 8. We'll just keep it the way it is. And I think I just need to have first aid kits there. Okay, I should be fine. I could carry scent reduction or anything else like that, but whatever. Yeah, last night's hunt kind of went a little bit long. People were asking questions and talking and having a good time, so the tips and tricks and new user guide just turned out to be a fun fest. So I'll probably rename that video and then do another one here where I'm using just the starter weapons. Now, normally crouch walking is the way, and we'll be doing that pretty much the entire hunt, walking in a crouch walk. But until I either hear a pig call or see a pig, then I'm just gonna walk normal. Now, I do have a shooting range set up here, and I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. I'm going to buy some more targets later on, but I will pick up my steel gong that I've got set up at like 950 feet or so. Even with another person spotting for me, it's kind of hard to get it just right at 1,000 feet. And that's what I was trying to do, just to try to see what the ballistic drop was at 1,000 feet with different rifles. And, yeah. we kind of learned about where we need to shift because we were going out shooting goats on the Outback map. I forget the names of all these different maps, but I mean I know this is Logger's Point, but you know, yeah, I'll be going back to Red Feather Falls for too much longer for another mission, but coyote roaming. Alright, get your dumbass up the hill. Now, to try and stick to what I'm doing kind of closely, if this is not a female coyote, then forgot to swap them around there. Then I'm just not going to shoot it. I say that, but I probably will still end up shooting it. But I need to clear a total of 4, and I think I've got 2 so far. Female coyotes with the 44 Magnum pistol. That mission's called Bitchin'. Now, if this was just purely a hunting game only, I would still play it, and it would be fun. If there were no GM credits for harvesting animals, I would still play it. You know, if you had to buy premium content like you used to, you buy a rifle, you buy the ammo for it, or at one point you buy the rifle or the weapon, and you got ammo with it. You know, it automatically replenished. But now that it's free to play, you got to keep restocking your ammo, your gas, and everything else. Believe it or not, the last coyote that I killed was actually sitting right there on that rock. Kneeled down right there on that rock. It came across the top of the hill and took it out. But the reason why I was on that rock is because I knew that coming across the top of that hill was going to be a mule deer. So I already had the bow drawn. Even though I'm looking for white-tailed deer for a mission, I keep forgetting to check to see what the mission is for the mule deer. You think I should, because the last hunt I ended up killing 7 mule deer in the process of, all bucks, all decent too. I think the worst one I got 53 GM for. So, I mean, they were decent bucks. It's not like they were just trash. And they were coming in 3 at a time. I didn't mean to do it like that. Number 7 key. So, the coyote just barked, but it didn't show up on the hunter mate for some reason. That's going to slow me down from getting my mission accomplished. I swear, I just heard it again, but it didn't come up on the hunter mate. And again. And there it is. It came in from the wrong side. Okay, well, screw you, go. Oh, shit. And then there's another one right there. So one stalked up behind me that I didn't know about. And that's what was barking, was it was alerted. And then the one that I was waiting for just came over the hill and got spooked. So, screw you guys. I'm going pig hunting. Tonight's drink of choice, Mountain Dew. I just finished my Orange Crush. So, yeah, at some point I will probably take a quick break, just long enough to hit the Keurig and make me a cups of coffee. Hey, a mule deer. I'm not going back for you. There was at one point where I don't know if I was just not hitting them right, but with the bow, I was hitting the area that looked like it should have been a heart, much less heart-lung shot. And the bow is the quietest weapon in the game. And I shot the damn thing, and it paused for a second, and then right back walking again. I'm like, the hell? And I was having to shoot every deer, just about. I did kill a couple that were one-shots, but I was having to take 2 and 3 shots, and they wouldn't spook. I'd shoot them first time, they would just stop, and then start walking again. I'd shoot them again, and stop, and then start walking again and shoot them a third time, they fall over dead. And one time I shot him the first time, he stalled and then started walking again, and just as I fired the second arrow, it fell over dead. So I ended up completely wasting an arrow. I'm going to do like I always preach to everybody else. When walking across a spot like this, go for the high ground. Better visibility. Since I'm not using the bow, I can actually go prone. So I'm looking for spots like this where it's bald of vegetation or where there's going to be rocks that I can climb on to get a stable place to shoot from the prone if I need to. And I can shoot the shotgun, the rifle, and the pistol all from the prone position. But with the bow only, I decided I was just going to stick bow only for that mission because I had to kill the pigs with the bow. I gotta impress myself that out of 9 animals that I harvested, only had the one that was technically wasted because it died as soon as I fired, but I think I only had 1 miss total, and it went just a little bit low. And that could have been partially because of the terrain. As they're kind of moving through this terrain here, it's one thing if their body is partially hidden in the grass, but occasionally there might be a little pimple in the terrain, and you can't really tell. You can't get a full outline of them because of the vegetation, and you end up shooting the arrow through the vegetation. Ooh, that's a male. Damn it. Moved at just the right time. Finally get my crosshairs on it. And I did bring extra ammo for the 44 because I was planning on hopefully finding a couple more female coyotes. Getting where I don't like using noisy weapons anymore. And it's not like they'll let us use suppressors in the game, because that would be cool and convenient to reduce sound and, you know, be able to not spook everything for a quarter mile around you. I didn't even have a chance to check if it was male or female, so it looked like it might have been male, and it was. Figures. Alright. I mean, okay, I'll take 45 GM. But I don't need to kill males for that mission. So I hate to kill, I mean, I don't hate to kill them because, you know, they're just digital animals. It's not like it's a real animal. But it's not that I'm wasting a bullet either, because that 45 GM is enough to buy a whole new box of ammo. So it's not like it's wasted. You know, that one shot just bought me another box of ammo. I don't care about you pheasants. Yeah, okay. I had to make sure I had slugs loaded, because I had been carrying the shotgun on this map for pheasants, because I need to kill a couple female pheasants in flight for another mission, which should be relatively easy. But now that I've got slugs in here, I started doing this mission earlier, and I was just not feeling well, so I ended up falling asleep. Not at the computer. I actually got up and went to bed, but I walked right through a patch of pheasants, and I had males and females both just jumping up everywhere. Just bird dogging, man. I should be calling for the pigs, but I know that they actually have been more in this area right here, just south of this tower. This is usually a good spot for pigs, right along in here. So I'm not bothering to call just yet. I mean, I have seen them here. In fact, on the previous mission that I was doing, speaking of the devil, glad pheasants aren't carnivorous. That somebody's going to eat my face off. And I don't want some, you know, something's peckering my face, you know. That's what they got on the front of their head is a pecker. They peck stuff with it, right? Okay. Anyway, yeah. Since we're on peckers, dad joke for you. You know what you do whenever you want to be, the ultimate dad jokes and that kind of stuff. Because I'm sure I've got plenty of them because they're all crappy. Um, you ask somebody, "Are you stronger than a bird?" Like, yeah. Oh, so you're just stronger than like a canary? Well, hell yeah, I'm stronger than a canary. Or how about a robin or a cardinal? Or I'm stronger than any bird out there. You can grab a pencil or a pen or something like that and drop it on the ground and tell them, "Well, if you're so strong, why don't you pick that up with your pecker?" Told you it was a dad joke. That's most of my jokes are going to be dad jokes. Sorry. Um, so I think about this point right here, this little small ridge, I'm going to go ahead and get a good. I'm going to glassed area, see what's what. Might start calling here from this ridge on. I just need 3 pigs. They don't have to be male or female or whatever. Just any 3 pigs or feral hogs. Well, like I'll run into a dozen frickin' mule deer again. But if I decide to start doing mule deer missions, I won't find a damn mule deer to save my soul. Alright, so down here in this field, it's usually I can get 1 or 2 calling in this area. In fact, I'd killed, well, 4 freaking mule deer in this one field, and they were in one pack, and just kind of picked them off one by one with the bow. But then harvested a female hog right here on this little area there. Follow this around, came up on the other side, and picked up another pig, and that's where I got killed. But it was my 3rd pig, and I was whatever, you know. Pissed off that I died trying to harvest my final one to finish the mission. But as you start getting farther down the list in these missions that are for different animals and exploration and things like that, they pay out pretty well. In fact, the one that I'm on right now to harvest on Logger's Point, harvest a feral hog with a 300, harvest another one with the 12 gauge with slugs, and harvest another one with the 44 Magnum. So that was the specific details that I had to use. I had to kill 3, and 1 with a 300, 1 with slugs, and 1 with the 44. So that's what I have to do for this mission. But it's not far-fetched for this map. It's usually pretty thick with hogs. And it's 1200 GM for completing that mission. No big deal. Those are the 3 weapons that I carry a lot anyway. And I've got, I'm going to say probably over 250 kills with the 300. Probably close to the same with the 12 gauge with slugs. And I think I got my 50th kill with the 44 Magnum last night. I've got a bunch of pistols. I use the 454 a lot more than I use the 44 now. But I also use the 357 Magnum because it'll go for smaller animals. Some birds plus the roe deer. So I've used the 357 Magnum quite a bit. Then I've got the 1911 that's in 10 millimeter. Love it. That's turned out to be one of my favorite deer guns now. Blacktail on red feather. That's my favorite thing to shoot them with. Get crouched down and let keep calling the deer in and get them within a respectable distance and knock that ass down. It is hot in here. As hot as it was earlier today. Yeah, I said I was going to start calling, but usually I see something when I'm in this area, this field. Worst case scenario, I'll just go to the tower and sit there for a few minutes. That way I can talk about a few of the things and stuff about the game. 3 Little Piggies mission that I also have available to me is to kill 3 wild boar in the same hunt. Oh, you're killing me. If you were awesome, I'll go after you. But if you're just average, I don't care. And of course, you're just over this ridge down on the beachfront is a good spot for mule deer as well. This whole section of the map, I'm not even going to call them. If I saw them, yes, I might take a shot with 300, but yeah, I'm not worried about it. Actually, let's yeah, this whole section here from where I've got my tent set up for my shooting range, from here to about right here is really thick with mule deer. And then this section is usually pretty thick with the hogs, the feral hogs. And all along this area also is decent for coyotes. Up in this area right here, and I think right in here as well, is not bad for the rabbits, cottontails. Out here in this tower is not bad for pigs. Worst case scenario, I can always fast travel and then come over here to this tower if it gets to be problematic. The last mission dictated that I had to be south of this lodge, so I had to be hunting in this area. So if I don't find anything relatively quickly there, I'll fast travel to here and then come up to this tower. Usually I can pick off one in this little area right here in this little valley. But then by the time I get up here, I can see the pigs and deer usually from this tower. So that's what the plan is. Deer, I don't care about you. Killed enough of your ancestors and relatives on this map. So I'm going to start calling for pigs. And then I'll start working my way up this ridgeline, and not too far from there will actually be the tower. So that I can park my fat ass in that tower. Again, I love this game. It's not one of these, for a streaming game, it's not like fast-paced action and, constant, yes, I know you're right there. Don't care about you. So it's not as exciting as it potentially could be when you're in an area where you're trying to get to a hotspot where is good. And I guess if you guys wanted to see more of the work in the hotspots, and even a hotspot, you may not kill something for 5 or 10 minutes. So it's not like you're killing something every 30 seconds or every 5 seconds or whatever. It's not a fast-paced arcade game. But it's not a real 100%, simulator. It's a good mix in between, where you feel like you're actually doing a hunt, where you're taking things into account like wind direction, your scent reduction, camo ratings, your weapons performance, your loadout, things like that. So it's a good mix of simulation with a little arcade thrown in there just to kind of make it playable. Because if it was too much of a simulator, then it would absolutely be as fun as watching paint dry. Because real hunting is boring as crap. Yeah, it has its fun points. But in general, hunting is go out deer hunting, and it's 4, 5, 6, 8 hours of sitting in a tree stand or on a bucket or whatever. Um, Unless you're like running dogs and that kind of stuff too, unless you're actually running the dogs. But if you're just sitting there on a stand waiting for somebody else to run the dogs to you, you know, you've got hours of boredom with a few seconds of fun, of excitement. Um, yeah, going bird hunting where you're waiting for doves to fly over, a duck or geese, something like that. Again, you're sitting in a stand. You may go on a hunt and not kill anything. You may go on a hunt and bag your limit, But it's hours upon hours upon hours of your day that's dedicated towards that hunt. You don't want to do that in a video game. You want to come in here for some fun and excitement. So on a 2-3 hour hunt, if you're going to hunt for that long, you're probably going to kill 10, 12 things. Shut up, pheasant. And that kind of works because otherwise you would be so frickin' bored. So you had to mix that a little bit of arcade in. Now, I do have my little hot spots where I can go to, and I'm guaranteed to have, well, not guaranteed, it's a pretty good chance that I'm going to have a decent hunt. And sometimes, RNG, you just have a bad hunt. Can't keep your aim stable, or you're not getting good spawns, or whatever. Certain things are persistent through the world. The towers that you have to construct that take 24 hours of real time, yeah, that's a thing. But there's also bear, hog, and one of the other ones that feeders, essentially. And you have to make sure they're topped up, because if they're empty, then it takes a while for them to actually start being productive. So you can't just go and fill them up on one hunt and expect that they're going to work for that hunt. Do that, go get something to eat, shut the game down and walk away. And after you fill it up, then come back. Oh, coyote. I am going to squeak. And I'm going to try to get my ass in that tower and try to call that coyote in, but pretty sure that was a male. It sounded like a howl. I got the volume turned down so that while I'm streaming, you're not getting feedback from my speakers into the microphone. And usually that works pretty good. But normally when I'm playing, instead of having the volume turned down a little bit, I have it jacked up. Whereas I might be playing on a volume level of, we'll say 20 for like YouTube videos and most other games. When I'm playing the Hunter, I've got it cranked up to 40 so that I can hear everything. I want to hear the coyote calls. I want to hear the deer grunts. I want to hear the, everything. Of course, when you fire, it definitely wakes your ass up. Right there. Shit. There's 3 coyotes. Never see them like that. Come on, give me the freaking ID. That's a male. What are you? That's a female. Damn it, no clear shot. Alright, the rest of you are going to scatter. Yeah, it's a little bit overkill. Yeah, it's a pheasant. Where the hell do these little schmucks run off to? Oh well. Well, get out that frickin' stand. I'm pretty sure that was the female, so. Yes, okay. Now, I did get 30 GM. 2 out of 5. I still gotta get 3 more. This one persists across hunts. You don't have to be on the same hunt for this one. So there's a chance I might be able to call the other ones back in. But I do have to keep in mind, I have 4 rounds in this box. Yes, I do have another box of ammo. So, okay, I'm good on the 44s. So if I can get a chance at 3 more females, I'll take them. It's going to take probably 10 minutes before they come back, if they do come back. So I'll squeal for the pigs, squeal for me, piggy, and hopefully be able to bring one in. So this will give me a chance to just sit here and settle down for a minute. Would like to have all of those done, get that mission completed. I think I started that mission 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, something like that. I see you, pheasant. The pheasants are everywhere on this map too, so if you want to go for a pheasant hunt, there's a female right there. If I had birdshot with me, I'd load it up and walk down there and scurry that one up and blast her ass up. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you looked close enough in just about every damn direction, you'd find pheasant. You don't need no bird dog for pheasant out here. Now, you might need it for doing retrieval. You use the retriever. Might speed things up a little bit. Well, no, I saw another pheasant over here on this real small ridge top. So I'll just call a few times and hope for some pigs. Some hot, sweaty pig action. Sorry. Hot, sweaty pig sex. Yeah, sorry. Concentrate your hunting. You know, my brain is just a little bit on the weird side too. Thinking about that, and that's one of those things they were talking about, hot, sweaty pig sex, and yeah, we're gonna get off that topic pretty quick. But then my brain just clicks over. What is the percentage of chance that a hunter in general, like a deer hunter in general, has actually, what is a good ginger way of saying this, pulled his pud while sitting in a tree stand? I never have. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. I've never tickled a pickle while in a tree stand. But I'm sure somebody's done it. I'm sure that number is probably in the 20 to 25%, optimistically saying 20 to 25% chance that a hunter has carried on that activity. And I don't know why that sprung into my head. I'm just weird like that. Pulling up weird statistics. I know, poor choice of words. I almost always see a freaking pig come from this direction right here. And then also from right here. And it's because I'm doing a pig mission, is because I'm not seeing any pigs. If I came out here for coyotes, I would never see three. I've never seen three in a pack like that before. But since I'm not specifically here for them, I'm seeing them all over. That's what, 5 that I've spotted so far? Shut up, pheasants. Pheasants are constantly calling. And if you get one that calls close to the same time that something else that you might want to call and receive on your hunter mate, you'll end up picking up the freaking pheasant. You're like, no, I don't want that one. And you're right-clicking, trying to get back off of it so you can try to catch the animal calling that you do want, and then, you know what? I'm not going to spend much time in the stand. If it were just me, what I'm known to do is if we're going to have like a bowl of soup or, a light meal, I'll actually fix it and come and sit in this stand. And as I'm eating, I'll just sit there, and I may even have a YouTube video playing on my left monitor and watching my Discord channel on the right monitor and keep this up on the middle monitor. And as I'm eating, I'll just reach up there and hit the number 6 key and squeal like a pig. Or, call whatever. And then go back to watching my show and eating and just relaxing. Or I'll get up and go have a smoke, come back, go get a cup of coffee, come back. I was doing that on a goose mission, or just a goose hunt. And I killed a few already. I mean, it was getting pretty good. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go get a smoke, fix a cup of coffee. And I got up, left the room, went and got my coffee, come back, set it down, went out, had a smoke, come back, sat down in the game, and looked, and there was like 8 geese had landed and are walking amongst my decoys. I was like, oh shit. Yes, I shot someone, one on the ground, and got at least one more in the air. But it was actually the first time I'd seen him on the ground. And that ground blind, it works. I was in the ground blind, and I never saw him come up. But I just happened to turn, and there was a frickin' red fox standing right outside my frickin' stand. I've had roe deer walk right up to it, and then spook as soon as they touch it. They're like, oh crap, and then haul ass. I've had red deer walk up pretty close. I see you. Small stature, not as woolly. You're a female. Come on, show me that spot. If you're not getting good spotting off your binocs for some reason, you can sometimes pull out a rifle that's got good magnification and do it that way. Come on, give me the frickin' ID. Male. Seriously. If I wanted a male, I wouldn't find one. Yes, I'm purposely not shooting him right now. What are you? Are you male? I knew I'd get him to come back, but that's where I thought that other one just then was a female. But yeah, it's kind of scrawny. Not really a good eating size. No, I don't think I'd eat a coyote. Give me the frickin' ID. Male. Seriously. If I wanted a male, I couldn't find one. And yes, I gotta shoot it. I can't help myself. I'd rather they just run off. Did you run off? I said if I needed a male, I would not find a single damn one of them. Good, run off. I don't care. And again, they may not have run off. They may actually still be underneath the stand. I've had Roosevelt elk just sit there, like 6 of them, walk underneath the bottom of the stand. Not on this map, naturally, but they'd be really damn lost. Alright. Let's see you. I'm going to keep calling for them just because there is a chance that a female might come in. And if you're wondering how I know that I'm playing in 1080p. The stream is going out in 720p. Thanks AT&T. A lot of abbreviations and shit going on there. But yeah, my internet won't allow me to stream fast enough on the upload to be able to stream at 1080p. So blame AT&T for not wanting to spend the money of running fiber optic out in this old neighborhood, because there's just not enough money. There's not enough rich folks out in this there part of the town. And frankly, kind of annoys me, because there's houses in the backside of this neighborhood, and one of them that sold for several $1 million. It was on the water, but still, I mean, we got a river that runs not far from here. But the way that the roads and everything are here, it was closer to run. We have a major state road, major road that goes through. I'm not going to mention names of the roads, but a major road that goes by. And it actually will be closer to run from that road through the woods past a couple other less than rich people houses, and it was easier for them to get their fiber optic on that side of the neighborhood, so they didn't have to run it through this lower middle class neighborhood. Because, the majority of people who live in this neighborhood are retired folks, or, got a few that are here that are renters. That the majority of the renters that are out here work for Boeing. Boing, boing, boing. Yeah, it's a quiet neighborhood, but there's not enough money on this end of the hood, and there was no point of running the fiber optic through here to help out and make life more fun for us folk in the middle, because they could just get their fiber optic to the rich folk a different route. Shameless crap. Where's my damn pigs? Like I said, usually coming up this way and coming over from this way, I usually always have pigs. Almost never get this many freaking coyotes, but I do see some from time to time from this stand. Oh, let's get out and walk. I don't feel like sitting here waiting. Wanted to finish this pig mission. It's going to be 1200 GM for completing this mission. And it's not a difficult mission. It's kill 3 pigs. One with a 300, one with a 12 gauge, one with a 44 mag. Easy enough. Almost always see a good number of hogs on this map. Easy enough. And it's just RNG. I could restart the hunt and end up having hogs everywhere. So it's just that random number generator, it just, that random chance. And again, I could just, fast travel to the other lodge and make that little walk out to that tower, and might do 10 times better. Because I don't think that mission requires that I'm in this area. I think it just has to be on this map. The last one, I actually had to be south of this lodge that I'm close to. And yes, I'm steadying up walking because I don't care about the pheasants, and I should theoretically see the pigs sooner, before I have to worry about them spooking or charging me. And if I don't see them, I will rather them spook than charge at me and kill me, even though I have first aid kits for once. But by the time we get back over here or get down by the powerhouse, there's usually good pigs over at the powerhouse. And the powerhouse is here. So I'm kind of heading in that direction. What did I have ID'd? The coyote? Yeah. So not worried about the coyotes. I was just glad to finally get one out of the 5 that I've seen that was female. Might have been a second, I don't know, but at least I got one female out of that crowd. Yeah, leave it to me to spoil all the fun and take all the women. Because that's me, I just naturally get all the girls. I make all the ladies hot and bothered. No, I'm sorry, it's frustratingly mad. One of those things, an emotion, and it's powerful. I used to be rather, before I got injured and ended up gaining a fair amount of weight, or doubling in size. Not that fat, by the way. Before I got hurt and started gaining weight because, shut up, deer. And we'll go ahead and crouch walk because that one is going to be closer now. But, I started gaining weight and shit. But back in my day, I had no trouble getting to ladies when I actually applied myself towards it. It's not that I have any regrets about most things. Like here in the States or overseas, I didn't really have a problem with the ladies. Because I'm not ugly. Because, everybody tells me how beautiful I am. That was not a problem. Of course, as you get older and then start gaining weight, and especially once you get married and you quit caring. Not that I quit caring, it's just I didn't care. Probably going to spook this coyote again. If it's male, I don't care. When I was in the Army, that's a total different thing, You're full of adrenaline and vigor, and, girls that, know that you're in the military, that's an attractive feature for them because, for the most part, you would think that somebody's in the military is going to be a reliable person, and they have a steady paycheck, they've got full benefits, and all that good stuff. So you're a catch. So even if you're less than attractive, you're still a good catch, because that's a meal ticket. And I'm not saying that women that all women are just seeing the dollar signs or seeing the that, but it is, and I could see that as being an attractive feature for somebody. You want some lazy son of a bitch that doesn't do anything but sit around and play video games all day long? Not that I know anybody like that. Or do you want a guy that's got a steady job, steady income, benefits, health benefits, housing, automobile, transportation, pretty much got everything taken care of? That is really, really close. But yeah, I can see that as being an attractive feature. And that's going to be a male. So, absolutely not what I'm looking for here. I'm not looking for the guys. Ain't no sausage fest here. Because when they howl like that, it's a male thing. Holy shit, there's two of them. I'll never get a shot on that one. I have extra ammo for this gun, so it's not as big of a deal. Oh, shit. 70 GM for you. Yeah, you definitely are good enough for buying a box of ammo. Which I'm going to need to replenish some of my ammo. I don't need to keep using the same guns over and over and over again. There is a benefit to using the same weapons all the time. Like the 300 or the 9.3x74R or the 7 mag or the 308, or pick a rifle that you're comfortable with and go with it. And the more you use it, you're going to level up on that weapon. And as you level up with that weapon, you become more stable while holding it. And so making crouching shots are going to be less shaky and that kind of stuff. So, since I just shot, that's pretty much going to make everything within a certain radius is going to be spooked now and run away. So that's a downfall of shooting things and losing focus. Shooting things that you don't necessarily need, like that male frickin' coyote. If it had been female, it would have been productive towards a mission. But that was... If it wasn't for the fact that it was a good GM score, and yes, CSS score and other scores and the harvest score, you know what? It's the dollar signs that matter right now. I'm low on EM and GM right now. So I have to replenish. Because I'm sure there's going to be something else that I want weapons-wise. I've got all the World War II guns. I've got all the scopes to go with the World War II guns. I've got a good mixed bag of all the different guns. I've got both the black powder rifles. I don't have the black powder pistol yet. I've got 2 bows, a crossbow, 22 pistol. At some point I probably will get the 22 rifle, but I've got the 22 air rifle. And it does pretty much... It doesn't do all the things that the 22 rifle can do, but yeah, I mean, it does good enough. Going rabbit hunting or using the 22 air rifle on pheasant or whatnot, it comes in handy. Or rabbits. Anymore, I've gotten to where going to lazy mode on rabbits. I'll go on to the Outback map. Again, I forgot the name of it, and I will be lazy, ride around on the Jeep until I find a rabbit mound, and then set up inside the mound area, and there'll be probably 8, 9, 10 holes for that one colony. I'll set a frickin' tripod up and sit there with a shotgun and just sit there and watch something on YouTube on the left monitor and scroll around and see a rabbit, blam, okay. Wait for a little bit. I wouldn't even get down on a tripod. I'll kill 2, 3, 4 of them at a time. And then I can either go and pick them up myself, or if I've got the retriever, I'll just have the retriever run out and pick them up. Yep, total laziness. I went on one hunt, walked around for an hour and a half, could not find but one friggin' rabbit den like that. Pissed off. It only ended up getting was like 6 rabbits from it. Ooh. Yes, I'm running my mouth and I can still hear things, even with the volume turned down. There's a coyote nearby. It just barked. So I'm going to move over here into a clearer area. And all I've done is shoot friggin' coyotes. on a live stream dedicated towards killing pigs. I haven't seen the first damn pig. And I've killed several coyotes. That's it. I thought that coyote ran that direction. Because there was two in that pack that, the one that ran, I got the one. The other one ran off and came across this ridge, and I didn't see which way it went on the other side of the ridge, on this side. But it sounded like to me that it called from over there. It's hard to pinpoint the sounds because I don't have surround sound. I got to figure out a good way of setting up surround sound again. I miss having surround sound. There's nothing like hearing something behind you when you're playing a game. Like behind you and to the left. Oh, okay, he's over here. And another thing I want to try is, and I've heard people complain about the menu when you go into this screen, but I want to, since I'm running 3 monitors, they're all 32-inch, and I want to try it at 5760 by 1080. I played World of Warships and a few other games, and even The Division and stuff like that, in that resolution. And it's kind of cool, but it gets tiring when you're looking. And so the way these monitors are set up, I cannot stretch my arms out wide enough to at the same time touch the right edge of the right monitor and the left edge of the left monitor. It's like 7 feet across, almost a full 7 feet across. And when you're having to constantly look far to the left and then look far to the right, you're looking all around, it does get a little tiring. Your neck actually gets tired of playing in that super wide mode like that. I know. First world problems. Oh, my neck gets tired from playing this video game. I have to look to the left, and I have to look to the right, and I have to listen. It's like hard and stuff. Hey, why don't you shut up and call some damn pigs? What you came here to hunt. And quit worrying about these damn coyotes. If you see the coyote, good for you. If it's a female, then shoot it. You haven't shot any but one out of what? 3 males and 1 female. Or something of that nature. Hell, I lost count. I'm old and senile anyway. Coyote roaming. And Wile E. Coyote is ruining this friggin' hunt. What I may do is just flip the script and just start this stream again and start from a different location. Start at the North Lodge or whatever. Or just restart the mission exactly how I started it this time. Last time it was flooded with mule deer. This time it's coyotes. That was close. That was kind of like a growl. Never been attacked by a coyote. I don't know if you can get attacked by them. I mean, they are vicious animals. They're carnivores. They're predators. Would imagine if they wanted to, they could, and they would. Highly doubt it, though. I don't know. Frankly, I don't give a damn. Damn coyotes ruin this damn place. I can't win. The last hunt, mule deer. This hunt, coyote. What the hell's going to be next time? Be infested with frickin' pheasants more than normal? Or, no, yeah, I might get infested with rabbits this time. Came out here for pheasant, I wouldn't find one. Came out here for mule deer, wouldn't find one. Came out here for these damn coyotes, wouldn't see a one. But no, I come out here looking for pigs. Something that I always see. You never have a problem finding frickin' feral hogs. But what I'll do is check the mission again and verify that it has, if it has to be this map. If it doesn't have to be this map, then I'll change maps. I think what would actually be, and this has always been a good harvest area for the frickin' pigs. Let's actually head down towards the powerhouse. Stand up, might as well. I'm not going to run, but I'll stand up and walk. And the system for deploying the Jeep is kind of screwy. You have to be on a road. And gas-wise, if I try to put my Jeep down now, it won't let me. If I go to a road, it'll let me put the Jeep down, but it'll be empty of gas. Doesn't matter that I have a lot of gas. I always have gas. I'm old. But it doesn't matter how much gas I have. Whenever I deploy it out in the field like this, on a road, which is supposed to allow you to deploy it on a roadway, any roadway. So if I try to deploy it now, it'll be empty of gas. But if I go back to a lodge and deploy it, it'll be filled up. So if you don't do it at a lodge, then you're screwed. So they need to address that situation where, you know, it checks your gas level, what you have, because you have to buy your gas separately. It's not like you get free gas in a hunt. But, you know, if you run out of gas, then you got to buy extra while you're in the hunt. But it needs to, it's just a simple check system. It's, you know, I say this lightly, making video games ain't that damn hard. You know, making the individual thing. It's a matter of doing a check system. It's checking your save game. It's checking your the central database at thehunter.com or wherever. It's checking that to see that you have X number of units of fuel available. And then it should just pull from that. It shouldn't matter if you're on a road or if you're at a lodge or you're at wherever. Refueling, okay. You can only refuel at a lodge. I can maybe understand that, but put up some damn gas pumps on the maps. Okay? It's just annoying as crap. And I'll do that. I go over by the powerhouse. You can see there's a black line down. There's a road down there. Damn sure ain't no frickin' pigs on this map today. What I ought to do is just restream again using the same exact game name or stream name, and then this stream right here, I might as well say those wily coyotes or whatever, because this has turned out to be a frickin' coyote hunt instead of a damn pig hunt. I probably could have killed a couple of mule deer in the process too, but I can't believe I have not even seen or heard the first damn pig. Damn. That's just how my luck goes. So, screw it. We're going to go ahead and, I might as well run, I don't care. I'm getting ready to end this stream anyway. Go ahead and take a break and try it again. You know, you come in for specifically one type hunt, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Doing the elk missions, I had to complete whatever conditions. I go in, I'm done in 5 minutes, and I'm back out again getting the next mission. Now, the cool thing with doing missions, there was a mission where I had to come over here and kill pigs at the powerhouse within a certain radius of this powerhouse. That wasn't a problem. I got that knocked out in the first try. But, the elk missions, I did the final 3 missions. 2 of them like back to back. That took me less than 15 minutes for those 2 missions combined. And then the third one, it took me a little bit longer. But if I'm doing a multiplayer and say you join my multiplayer game, and my boy Eagle's done that as well. He'll come in, he'll join, and as I'm the host, if I complete a mission, I'm screwed. I have to end the entire hunt and then go and reset it. But if I'm hosting and you join my game, you complete your mission, you can leave the hunt and then rejoin my hunt again and continue on with the next mission. So you can keep coming and going, and essentially on the same hunt, you can come and go as you please and do as many missions as you want. So yeah, this is the powerhouse. No pigs. I could probably double back and work the coastline that way, but I'm not gonna. So yeah, the powerhouse completely fenced in all the way around. It's a landmark. You can't get in. There's no way to get in there. You can't just teleport through the fence. There's no gate. There's nothing. Damn you, I wanted to go in here. But let's walk over here to the road and see what happens when I put down my Jeep. And it is closely modeled to the Jeep YJ, as opposed to a CJ or a TJ or a JK or a JL or MJ or, yeah. So I hit J, and now I can right click and spin it around. Left click to deploy it. Okay, I'm just going to put this out there, just shits and grins here. It has the rectangular headlights, so it's shaped like a YJ. Didn't mean to hit that key. The grill slats, of course, they couldn't go with the Jeep trademark of having the vertical slats. But it has the lights, the round lights on the bumper like a Sahara would have. It's got the Hunter logo on the grill, but it has round turn signals on the front as opposed to rectangular like the YJ would have had, the rectangular one. But if you look at the fender flares, they're wider than the stock ones would be normally, and the YJs also have the rectangular turn signals in that same basic configuration there. My first Wrangler was a YJ, and it was a metallic champagne gold, so it was similar to this color right here. I don't think I've ever seen a top that color for a Jeep. Mine was a color called Spikes, which is kind of a dark tan, almost a butterscotch. Yeah, butterscotch. This is the hard door configuration, which is, uncommon, but not totally uncommon to see with soft tops. Most of the factory equipped soft top Jeeps, right above this orange stripe, will be the level of the door until about right here. Then it would angle up for the YJ half doors. The gas door on this one is in the location where it would be for a TJ, because on the YJ it would actually be underneath the shoot to kill. Love it. What does it say? Hunter Paradise. And they're Dock Tires Full Terrain AT. AT stands for all terrain. No, that's bullshit. Fuck you, Facebook. I don't give a shit. So yeah. Tailgate latches turn the wrong direction. You know, the spare tire on the Jeeps is actually mounted to the tailgate. It wouldn't have a bar like that bolted to flimsy sheet metal. Just saying. Um, the dashboard even looks like a YJ dashboard with the oh shit bar kind of molded around the top of the glove box, the gauges in the center like that. The steering wheel would be lower actually, and you would have gauges above where the steering wheel goes. Where the steering wheel actually is right now would actually be gauges. And manual transmission and regular shifter. But yeah, what happens when I get in my Jeep right now? It's zero gas. Oh my god, I has no gas. Why do I have no gas? And I try to drive, nothing. You're out of fuel. Head back to the lodge or tent to automatically refill your tank. Bullshit. Why would you do that? I mean, seriously. I deployed it on a road. You allowed me to deploy my frickin' Jeep. And, yeah. You tell me I have no gas. So I can tow vehicle, which allows me to pick it back up again. Hit tab, go to my hunter mate. I can now go to a lodge. And I will do this. Fast travel to a lodge. Then I'll redeploy my Jeep again. Okay, about to say, why is the lodge behind a fence? Let me in, you son of a bitch. That's actually a different hunting reserve. So, yeah, if I deploy my Jeep now, I'm at a lodge. Hey, look, full tank of gas. I can jump in and drive. That is so shitty. They need to fix that, because that just annoys the crap out of me, and I'm sure it annoys the crap out of a lot of other people. Yeah, that's the archery range. Now, even though this is for archery, I can come over here and entering archery range. As long as it says you're entering the range, yeah, I'm not worried about being perfect on my aim here. See, I had 3 shots, reload, still have 3 shots. So you don't use your ammunition while you're there. You get infinite ammunition. But if I were to fire now, I would use up my 3 rounds. Alright, we're going to stop the stream here because this hunt was dedicated to hunting pigs, and no pigs showed up. Hit J again, tow vehicle, hit tab. So, that annoys the living dog shit out of me. And you know, any other time, surrounded by pigs, no problem. So, with that, I will actually change the name of this one to the damn coyotes or something. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you guys later.